Finance Minister Winston Jordan is urging you to get more involved in oil and gas. We'll tell you more about this and these other stories this evening. Extensive infrastructural works are being done at Providence and Peters Hall. Over 400 families will benefit. The consultancy group successfully completes grievance and redress mechanism to tackle land and forest issues. And the largest number of Guyanese is receiving more training to work safely in oil and gas. Here are the details. Finance Minister Winston Jordan is urging you to learn more about oil and gas and to become more involved in the industry. More in this Seneca Thorne's report.
You know oil is coming. It's nearer than you think. It's closer than you think. We'll have billboards going out soon to tell you the oil money will soon come. We have all these things to dedicate to you. But I want to say you have to prepare yourself to get a piece of this action. This is ours. It is ours to hold and ours to keep. But if we don't prepare ourselves to keep it and to hold it and to benefit from it, others will benefit.
Finance Minister Winston Jordan at a recent commissioning of an early childhood center at Leonora. He emphasized the need for citizens to ensure that they are not overshadowed by foreigners looking to invest in the local oil and gas sector.
Look at all those people who come into our country. Look at all the hotels that are completely full. When you look, I told somebody the other day, you could take a flight out of Panama, Copo, and almost 90-something% of the people don't look like me and you. They don't speak like me and you, but they're coming to Guyana. They're coming here. So what is it that they're seeing here? What is it that they're seeing here and doing here that you, our citizens, can see or do?
ExxonMobil increased estimate of discovered recoverable resources from a previous 3.2 billion to 4 billion oil equivalent barrels. Seneca Thorne, InfoHub.
The largest batch of Guyanese is being trained to work safely in Guyana's oil and gas industry. Tiffany Rodias has the details.
40 Guyanese mariners are being trained in occupational safety for work in the offshore oil and gas industry by Edison West Offshore in collaboration with Eldorado Offshore. Eldorado Offshore Director Natasha Jairam Abai said the company plans to double the number of persons trained in the next 6 months.
We have 3 additional vessels that are coming in, and we still need to have more persons. So these set here will accommodate for those 3 vessels with additional persons for other positions as well.
Eldorado Offshore has more than 100 Guyanese working on board the drill rigs and the Edison West supply vessels. This is the 5th training session facilitated by Edison West. HSE coordinator Eldon Thompson noted.
The course is to train the guys, even though they may be experienced in seamanship or otherwise, the rules and regulations of Edison West Offshore, more safety features like line handling, risk assessments, safe work policies, stop work authority, permit to work and stuff like that. So when they go on board the vessels, they'll be fully aware of what to do and how to do.
Edison West Business Development Manager Daniel Lafont said the company has 9 vessels supplying ExxonMobil operations. The company will soon establish offices in Guyana.
Our local company name is going to be G Boats Incorporated, which is the G stands for Guyanese, Guyana. And so it's going to have a local office out in Carmichael Street. We're going to have local Guyanese that are now working and manning inside of our office, including one that's responsible for health and safety.
53 Guyanese are employed on Edison West vessels. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
Persons who have grievances related to land matters will soon be able to lodge complaints online as the mechanism which aims to address land and forest-related issues is complete. Stacey Carmichael has the details.
The consultancy group TCG, after signing the contract with the Ministry of Natural Resources in 2017, hosted a number of regional workshops and consultations to craft the grievance and redress mechanism, GRM. FCPF coordinator Clayton Hall said the FCPF also addresses those issues that affect the quality of life in communities, particularly in the hinterland, indigenous and forest-dependent communities.
We have, at the moment, a consultancy component which addresses what is called grievance mechanism.
The Natural Resources Ministry requested 8 deliverables under the project, which included an assessment of the existing formal and informal feedback on grievances. It also involved a review and analysis of the historical RED Plus related complaints. Development consultant Lawrence Lachmansingh highlighted that good GRMs are built on 8 core principles, among them legitimacy, accessibility, predictability, and equity.
We've designed a system that can receive a grievance in multiple ways. It could be online, which is the one we encourage, whether by email or through the website. But it can also be, because of our limitations across the hinterland, people may need to phone in, they need to send a text, they may need to call or whatever, send a letter. And in all those cases, we need a system for receiving it.
Lachmansingh proposed that there be one medium through which all RED Plus complaints are lodged, which will ensure efficiency in response. The GRM provides a structured procedure to receive, process, and investigate complaints, and to also engage and promote dialogue with affected parties or communities. For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.
Agriculture Minister Noel Holder is urging farmers and other stakeholders to work together for growth and expansion. Here is this Paul McAdam report.
Minister Holder at the recently concluded 12th National Two-Shows Council at the Artichoke Convention Centre highlighted the gains to be had from cooperation among stakeholders in the agriculture sector.
If we work together, we can accomplish a vibrant agricultural sector, one which has the potential to not only reduce the country's import bill, but position Guyana to be a major exporter both regionally and internationally.
The government's drive to aid hinterland agriculture's growth and development, the minister said, will result in major savings and health benefits to those communities.
The approach we are taking is to satisfy the food demands within the region. Is each community to be self-sufficient? This will see enormous benefits as residents will save. In some cases, the food price comprises of approximately 90% of transportation costs. Therefore, production for sale within the communities will ultimately increase the income of the residents. More so, we are targeting the communities to supply the school feeding programs.
Since taking office in 2015, the government has undertaken to drive hinterland agriculture development. This will help mitigate the effects of climate change on the current agriculture belt, predominantly situated amongst the low-lying coastal regions. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Why when I drink and I get smoking on? Hey barman, y'all don't sell cigarettes anymore? The new tobacco law says we can't have cigarettes on public display and we can't advertise that we sell it. Okay, give my part. You can't do that in anybody. The law states that you can't smoke in an enclosed area. You have to go outside.
I think that's how they do it in foreign. So, the law finally comes again. I'm glad though.
Let's all work together to prevent cigarette smoking-related illnesses. Thanks for staying with us. GPL has launched an initiative to provide new services for those who have not yet been connected. Renetta Lefleur tells us more.
GPL's top priority is providing unserved consumers in various areas with electricity as quickly as possible. Metering and Loss Reduction Manager Wayne Watson said efforts have intensified to secure adequate material to do this.
We had some consumers with material over the past couple of months. All efforts were made to ensure that we have adequate materials now, so we are currently pursuing all outstanding new services throughout the coast, meaning Borabis, East Coast, West Dem, West Coast, Central Georgetown, Essequibo, all over where we have to provide services.
Watson noted GPL is working to improve the delivery of services to regular customers. All reported and proven defective meters in households are being changed and replaced.
We're still in the defective, we're changing out the defective meters. Either those that consumers would have recognized that those meters are defective, and they came in, it was tested and proven defective, or in our loss reduction initiative where the guys go out and do testing and they found the meters defective. So we're also doing defective changes.
The Loss Reduction Department is also addressing load increases and shifting of customers' meters and replacing deteriorated lines. Renetta LaFleur for InfoHub.
Infrastructure work is being done at Providence and Peters Hall on the east bank of Demerara. Over 400 residents will benefit. Here are the details.
Narayan said that the project is on schedule despite being impeded by the June-July rainfall. He assured that the agency is working assiduously to complete the works within the scheduled time.
As it relates to Providence and Peters Hall, despite we are on schedule, the works have been impeded by the constant and heavy rainfall over the June-July months. It is expected for heavy rainfall in those 2 months, but works are definitely scheduled to pick up back pace in August and September. I don't foresee that the project will have a delay.
Works commenced in June and are expected to be completed within the next 5 months in November. The director of projects said that the CHNPA is currently undertaking the drainage works, installation of the culverts, building of access bridges, among other factors slated to be completed.
In the earlier part of June, when the rain was not that intense, we would have completed some or most of the excavation works. We have forest-based material on the road so we can get access. We would have completed a second land clearing.
Residents will be able to access both communities via Cacique Road, slated for further upgrades. This road runs north of Massey's stores on the east bank of Demerara and leads into the housing schemes. In May, the Central Planning and Housing Authority signed a $545.8 million agreement with several contractors to undertake proprietary works. This initiative will eventually benefit 368 families. For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
The Ministry of Education and Peace Corps Guyana today signed a memorandum of understanding to better deliver education to our young people.
Minister of Education Nicolette Henry highlighted the document's importance.
Without a doubt, this MOU will serve to strengthen capacity and capability of our school system, which involves parents and students and our entire communities. When we come together and we forge strong partnerships and collaboration, only good things can happen. And in this instance, our common goals and objectives are clearly mapped out in this document.
The MOU strengthens the relationship between the agencies with focus on new areas of primary literacy, health and family life education, and the environment. Peace Corps Guyana Country Director Kuri Cobham.
This new focus and the MOU we will sign today positions Peace Corps volunteers in roles that well match their interest and expertise and establishes a new level of collaboration between Peace Corps and the government of Guyana. We are therefore excited to update our partnership today by signing a new MOU with the Ministry of Education.
Maintaining the United States commitment to Guyana was the U.S. Ambassador Perry Holloway.
As long as the government of Guyana, ministers like Minister Henry and the people of Guyana want us to be here to cooperate with Guyana, we will be here. As I've also said on a number of occasions, we are, it is the Ministry of Education that leads the education efforts in Guyana. We are simply force multipliers and sometimes catalysts, and we try to be productive catalysts, but at the guidance and following the lead of the Ministry of Education.
Since 1966, more than 900 Peace Corps volunteers have served in Guyana under MOUs with a variety of ministries. They currently have 40 volunteers with 37 new ones to be sworn in on August 15 and begin work in September. Their partnership with the government and people of Guyana aims to achieve the sustainable development goals within education, health, and environment sectors. For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.
The countdown to the 118th Emancipation observances has begun. The government and the Berbice Association of African Groups will host Emancipation Day celebrations on August 1 at the Union Village Sports Complex in Quarantine, Berbice. President David Granger will attend and the public is invited. We leave you with your bridge and weather reports and scenes from the ongoing African Street Theatre on Main Street. Goodbye.